Hello, viewers, and welcome back. Here at Apex Glow Furnitures, we've got a problem. The problem is that our company is expanding and my workflow is getting chaotic. Hence, we need better organization around here. There's too many packages to receive now, so we need to split people up into teams. The put away team and the receiving team. That's why we've decided to do. So in this video, I'll show some additional features to tailor all those basic operations to meet your business's needs. Now, we can add quality control points to receptions. We can set picking and packing operations, and we can improve the way we track products using lots and serial numbers. So I am ready. Let's hop into our database and take a look at the ways we can improve our boxes. Let's go to the inventory dashboard. Here we can see an overview of warehouse operations. We have receipts and delivery orders over here appearing by default. And I also enabled internal transfers by going up here to configuration and settings because there's something cool I'll show you later on. During active warehouse operations, you can keep track of to-do tasks over here with a waiting button. Stuff that behind with the late buttons over here, back orders and batch pickings. Here, as you noticed, there are 6 lates. So let's check this out. Alright, this takes us over here to a filtered list of delivery orders with planning issues that we need to resolve. We can take advantage of all those powerful filters over here by selecting this drop down arrow and picking something that could change it for us. And we can also even have group by functions. So let's quickly access some of this information. I'm going to group them by the status. We're going to select ready. And you'll notice everything is now separated. I'll ask my team to quickly pack those delivery orders and prepare them for shipment ASAP. Finally, we can actually see favorite operations we want to see on the top of the list, such as this one for our VIP customer Azure Interior. Now that we are familiar with the basic operations, why don't we jump into the specifics in order to address Apex Glow's most important needs? So let's go do that. So back over here on the inventory overview page so that we could see basically all the actions that we can take into our warehouse. To do that, we go to the operation types page. To access that, we'll go up here to configuration and select operation types. Let's click on one of the default ones. How about delivery orders? On the operation types form, there's a lot of customizations we can play with. For example, we can even choose a new name for this operation. Let's assume we don't want delivery orders. We want delivery mandates. And then we realize orders makes more sense. As you can see, the current name can be changed as well. Directly below the name is the type of operation field, which is currently set to delivery, but you can change that. That means this operation type is an outgoing transfer that moves products from our warehouse to an external location. We also have the option to change it over here to receipt or internal transfer. But right now, we're going to keep it as is, so I don't mess anything up. Up next, we have a barcode field. This is so our colleagues can just scan a barcode to select this operation type and start processing the delivery orders. This is faster than clicking and finding it inside of the barcode app, and that's convenient. There's also, as you can tell, a reservation method. If we hover this question mark, it gives us a little bit of information and it tells us what this field is basically for. The reservation method is essentially how products are reserved to fulfill sales orders, manufacturing orders, and other operations that consume products. I'm going to go over more about that in another video, so keep an eye out for that. Now, we'll keep the reservation method set for at confirmation, which means products are reserved at confirmation of the sales order, but we can also change it to manually and before the scheduled date as well. Continuing down this page, we're going to head on over here. We have sections for lots and serials, packages, and locations as well. These are extra features not available by default, but I enabled them to show off what Odoo is capable of. If you're interested in using these features as well, enable them inside of the settings. Go up to configuration and then inside of the settings, you can find the locations and packages sections as well. Now, still on this delivery orders page, do you see the section called lots and serials? This is an important one since it allows us to create and assign new lots and serial numbers specific to our operations. This is crucial since we want to accurately track which product was delivered to and whose customer. But we don't want making up random serial numbers for the dining tables that we're selling. So to control that, we have to use existing ones over here. Below that is the location section. And what is this? Let us specify which location our stock comes from and goes to when we manually create packing and picking operations. This is good for setting up designated picking and packing locations for more complex warehouse flows. Continuing on, we have over here our batch transfers. This is for advanced picking operations, and in our case, we can enable it but I actually haven't. We can enable automatic batches to group similar orders or orders to the same customer together upon confirmation. By grouping like orders, pickers can fulfill multiple orders simultaneously, but I'm going to cover that again in a future video. And then, lastly over here, we have our packages section. Here, we can enable move entire packages features so that we can move entire packages of different products instead of moving individual items within those packages. This makes moving things that are in bulk super convenient. Alright, that was a lot of configuration. I only have the receiving and shipping options left to show you all doers, so hang in there. Up next, I'd like to talk about warehouse configuration. To get there, we'll select configuration and warehouses. Then, we're going to go into Apex Glow Furniture. So here, we can configure whether to receive or deliver shipments in 1, 2, or 3 steps. You'd want to add more steps to your incoming and outgoing shipment processes in order to map your business flows in Odoo in more detail. For example, in my case, I'd set my incoming shipments over here to 3 steps if I wanted to add quality control points when receiving products from vendors. Or I'd set the outcoming shipments to 3 steps if I wanted separate teams dedicated to picking, packing, and loading packages onto delivery trucks. If this sounds confusing, don't worry, there's more on that in another video, so please stay tuned. Up next, I want us to check out the routes we have set for our warehouse using this convenient route smart button up at the top. Routes are different ways we can move products to, from, and around our warehouse. When we click over here in our case, the receive in one step, it showed us a few other things. It actually allows us to specify how we get products from vendors, where the default input location for the products are, if we want to add any quality checks before accepting the products, and more again in other videos. Additionally, under the rules section over here, I have the option to create a custom one by selecting out a line, which are essentially the actions that define the route the product takes to and from specific locations. I'm going to expand on this in dedicated videos about routes, as routes and rules are closely tied together. In this example, we would specify the steps we take to receive our products from a vendor. So if we wanted to move products to our input location and then finally do a designated storage location, this would be the place where we basically set those configurations, and that's pretty cool. There you have it. We just covered the basics of configuring warehouse operations. Doers are really smart, so I bet you're already thinking about how you're going to customize your operations type settings to better suit your company's needs. For more examples and actual workflows, tune in to the next warehouse operations videos. See you next time.